Hello class, and today I want to talk about synonyms. Synonyms. And synonyms, or a synonym, is another word that means the same thing or similar to another word, right? So sometimes we can use the same different words to say the same thing, right? It allows us to have a really high vocabulary and say lots of cool things. And this week's assignment, you're going to be doing synonyms for some of the words that are in your story. And we're going to use one of those words. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to write the word crept. He crept into the hallway. You might hear that in a story, or somebody might use it that way. And the definition for crept, right, means to walk slowly and without sound. To walk slowly and without sound, right? That's what crept means. It means we're walking slowly and without sound, right? So already it gives you an idea if someone crept through the hallway, right? They were sneaking around or they were doing something. And we already actually just used another synonym. So what we want to do is try to come up with another word that we can use for crept. I'm going to draw some bubbles over here. Now your assignment's going to look a little different. Your assignment's going to ask you to say what it means and then to come up with one synonym. But I want to show that there's other synonyms we can come up with. So other words for crept. Well, one word that I used earlier is sneak, right? Or sneaked. So I'm going to say sneaked. He sneaked into the hallway. Right? He crept into the hallway. He sneaked into the hallway. So that means to walk slowly and without sound. So this is a perfect example of using a synonym or a different word that means the same thing, right? Because this means the same thing. And so that's one way that we can use that in our story, right? Or in our assignment. When we read stories like that, sometimes we want to come up with other words that we can do. So there's some other ones that we can come up with, which might be a little different. But one that I'm thinking of is skulk, right? Which is a word you've probably not heard before. Skulked. And to skulk means the same things. It means to sneak around, right? To be creepy, to walk slowly and without sound. Here we go. And I'm going to put some arrows here to show that these mean the same thing. They all mean to walk slowly and without sound. So this should help you on your assignment because this happens to be one of the words that you're using. But there's also other words that you can use in your book as well. And you're going to have to maybe ask some people for help, or maybe you know the words yourself and you can use different words. And it's really nice to have different synonyms because it allows you to use different language, especially when you're writing. So hopefully you find this video helpful and feel free to watch this as many times as you need. Bye.